Hey people, welcome back to a new video. It's been a really long time since I sat in front of my camera and recorded a video. It's been almost a month, I guess, which is really weird to say, but I appreciate the fact that a lot of people still subscribed and you still appreciate the fact that I am on YouTube even though I don't upload. I quickly want to say thank you for keeping up, but anyway, that's not the matter of the video, of course. This video will be about some records I bought recently. So I've been to different record stores. I bought a record in each one that I want to show you, and also I went to a record fair for the first time in my entire life. I somehow never went to a record fair, but now I did, and I'm really excited to show you what I got because I'm very happy. Let's just get started with the video instead of like dragging this intro until it's like 10 minutes long. First album is the one I bought at a record store nearby where I live, and it's Relics by Pink Floyd. I really wanted this album for the longest time because I think it's such a beautiful album. It was one of the first albums from Pink Floyd, and it's one of the albums where Syd Barrett was still with Pink Floyd. Julia Dream is on this album, and Julia Dream is a song that introduced me to Pink Floyd. So I knew like Comfortably Numb and Another Brick in the Wall and those kind of stuff. I knew that shit, but I wasn't really into Pink Floyd until I heard Julia Dream. It's such a beautiful song and I couldn't stop listening to it. So that's also why this album is quite special to me. Then the other one I bought at a local record store, that was actually the one I used to work. So yeah, that's very nice. I picked this one out of the pile, pushed the rest of the pile back, and I was like, oh wait, so now I don't know where this one exactly stood. So I was like, okay, well then I have to buy it. What a pity. It's Supertramp, Even in the Quietest Moments. Currently I'm kind of getting obsessed with Supertramp. I don't know where that came from out of the sudden, but one of my teachers told me he loved Supertramp, and I was like, oh yeah, Supertramp, I know that name, but I don't really know any of their albums by name or any of their songs. So I searched them up and I came across some really good music, and now I'm kind of obsessed. So there's more Supertramp in this haul, by the way. Well, let's go on with the things I bought at the record fair, and I'm gonna get started with the Supertramp records I got, because I'm really glad I've got these. So first one is Breakfast in America by Supertramp. So Breakfast in America is the album that introduced me to Supertramp. I just searched Supertramp and the first song that came up to me was Breakfast in America. So I started to Google and stuff, and then I found this album, and I found that I also absolutely loved the Logical song and Take the Long Way Home. Oh yeah, very good music indeed. It has the original inner sleeve with the lyrics on it, and that's very good. And then I bought Supertramp, The Very Best Of. I saw this one first before I saw Breakfast in America, and I was like, I need a record where Breakfast in America is on. And then I saw this Very Best Of and I was like, yes, you're coming with me, darling. So of course there is the very best of Supertramp on here. Just like School, Breakfast in America, Give a Little Bit. The Logical song, of course, that can't be bloody well right. I played it a lot of times already and it sounds very good, looks very good. Also this sleeve is absolutely perfect. And then, quite a guilty pleasure of mine. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta show your guilty pleasures and be proud of yourself, you know? And that's White Christmas by Bing Crosby. So this was in the Euro pile, and I started digging through it because sometimes you find good shit in there, you know? And I was like, oh, Bing Crosby, White Christmas, damn it, I need this. Because if you know me, there is dog barking. If you know me, you know I already own a Christmas album from Bing Crosby. That one is so good. So, White Christmas by Bing Crosby. It was €1, so I had to take it, and the outer sleeve is perfect, but the record itself is also just fine for €1. I mean, I'm not gonna be mad about it. Only the inner sleeve is quite damaged, so have to get a new one for that, but like, I'm not mad about that. Inner sleeves don't cost that much. Then we've got Elton John. I don't consider myself to be a really big Elton John fan, but I certainly love his I certainly love his music. I love his voice. I love his piano skills. It's just really beautiful. The reason why I bought this one is because Your Song is on it, and that's one of my favorite songs, to be honest. And I believe I paid €2.50 for this. €2.50 for an Elton John record that looks absolutely fine is, to me, a pretty good price. So yes. And then we've got Boudewijn de Groot. So in my previous video I also talked about records, and I talked about Wim Sonneveld, which is also one of my favorite Dutch musicians, singers, whatever you want to call it. My mom is a really huge fan of Boudewijn de Groot, and she kind of introduced me to Boudewijn de Groot a long time ago. But I felt the time was right to buy a record of his. I found it for €3. It's a double record, and it's just a collection of his songs. 5 years of hits, that's what it's named. And I can't wait to listen to it, because I actually haven't listened to it. And I don't know why, but I definitely shoot it after this video. I give it a go. The last one, I'll save the best for the last, because this one is amazing. So I was looking for especially Supertramp, Pink Floyd and Queen. There wasn't much Pink Floyd, there wasn't much Queen either. There was a lot of Supertramp, so I was happy to find that, but I was kind of disappointed about the Queen not really being there. I went pretty early, so it wasn't that everything was sold already, so I was kind of sad. But then I came across The Game. Well, this is quite a common Queen album, so I feel like I'm the biggest basic bitch right now, but I just had to have it. I was like, I came here for Queen. This is the first Queen album I actually saw. Now I have to buy it, alright? And I paid €15 for it. Or actually my dad paid €15 for it, because I didn't have any money anymore, and so I begged my father to pay it for me, and he did. And I'm very lucky, because I love this one. The outer sleeve already is amazing. It's like metallic silver. You can definitely see it's been used. You can definitely see the scratches and stuff, but that adds on to the whole aesthetic. Aesthetic is so wrong to say. It adds on to the whole vibe of vinyl. I mean, if I wanted to be in a perfect state, I would have bought it new. I'm really happy with what I got, and I believe my collection is now on a total of like 35 almost. I believe, I'm not so sure, but I guess it is. And I'm really happy with it. It's just growing, and it's fun to see it growing. It's fun when you see like, oh wait, it doesn't fit in the box anymore because I have too much now. That's such a great feeling, because like, yeah, I accomplished something. And I hope you enjoyed this video as well. Goodbye.